Hello, this is Bug News, and today we're going to talk about Karen Huger. Karen Huger is on the Real Housewives of Potomac. She's one of the original cast members. She's been in it for, I guess, 9 years now. And if you don't know, she was recently convicted of a DUI, DWI. And today she was charged, today being February 26, 2024. She received 2 years, 1 year suspended. She can't drive after she can't drive after after she's released from jail, and she got 5-year probation. So I think in the previous video we went over what she probably, or why she went to wasn't at the reunion. You check that out if you want to. I have several videos, even the court case. So no one was at trial representing us. In court representing us today. So, but of course, everyone wanted to know what her outcome would be, and I just said what the outcome was. But what people are not talking about is probably allegedly why she got the situation she's in. And one reason, of course, is coming out that she had 4 DUIs in different jurisdictions. So what did mean by that? Different states. Because if it was in Maryland, of course, those, and then from my understanding, you can't get any. Well, you can't get that many within a 10-year time span. Otherwise, I think you can face federal charge. But of course, people who may have had DUIs never fight anything when the law is presented. That's really, you don't really need to get a federal charge. You're already going to charge them for murder if they kill somebody, or if they run it, to those, in those situations. So why are you getting them a federal charge? But that's a whole nother discussion. I'm not a lawyer. And of course, if they hurt someone, you're already going to give them a heavy charge anyway. So it should probably be a federal charge. But that's like tripling down or whatever. Or getting a person to plea or what have you. I'm not encouraging a DUI, but I'm just saying there's no need for a federal charge. But what major thing Karen didn't do and she could have done was go to rehab. So you talk to lawyers who specialize in these criminal cases or DUI cases or DWI cases. You usually want to go to rehab before you go to trial, or even if you're going to plead guilty, you want to go to rehab. You want that taken care of, and they usually have a roadmap that you follow. In her case, from what I've been hearing, is that she, went to a luxury rehab, but she probably should have just went to rehab in Maryland and did XYZ, and then she probably should have did it for like 60 days. But people saying, it makes it so bad. Rehab doesn't mean, I guess, she's high profile, but I'm pretty sure you can get a one-on-one. Well, and you can get one-on-one rehab. What I mean, like, say, we go to John Blow's social service clinic, and you have to go there for your drunk driving certification or drug problem or whatever. You can require private classes, you see. And I'm pretty sure, you come. So the thing was the timeline between it was filming the show and the timeline that they were her trial and things like that. Now we don't know if her previous lawyers just told her to go to rehab. Look, the show, we get you in private rehab. You just have to deal with that. Maybe they can come to your house. I don't know how private rehab works, but they have private. It's just like a therapist. You would go to their office. No one would, because they're usually doing multiple things anyway. As long as they're certified by the state, you can go to that private rehab. And she would have had enough time and stuff in that environment. So But they were saying she was waiting to see what her outcome was going to be. But anyone who saw that video pretty much knew what the outcome was going to be. But I guess that's probably she was probably hoping that, the state might back out of the charge. But she high profile individual, so why would the state back out the charges? But so I guess so now was really not to her advantage. Okay, so she mainly went to jail. The mugshot gonna be coming out soon. We're gonna see her without the makeup. I still don't. I wasn't there, but allegedly maybe her kids and stuff still didn't show up. It was just Ray, and maybe some people, family members from Surrey County, from what I'm hearing. But just like she didn't follow the roadmap that probably the lawyers told her to follow, allegedly. But so right now, jail. She might get out early, but she can't drive for a year. Okay, so now when you don't have your license for a year, when it's suspended for a year, let me rephrase that. If it's still active, of course, you're good to go. But if it's suspended for a year, you have to retake the driving exam. Now, that's in Maryland. To get it back in Maryland, she probably can go down to VA. Some people know how to, circumvent the system. You go down to VA, get your license. She got a fresh license with no DUI on it. But if she comes back in Maryland, and she may move back to Virginia, and because I think she had a Virginia license. I don't even know how that's going to play out, and all the scheme of things. But so she would have to retake the Maryland driving exam, retake the driving road test, retake the physical. When they check your eyes and stuff. That part's probably not too bad, but the road test has changed. Probably she's taking it, so you gotta need a little prep, and not to say she can't pass it, but you still need a little prep. Okay, so then she can't drive for a year, and then after that she'll be able to drive, and then they're gonna say that she probably need to interlock or what have you. Then there's 5 years probation. Who wants that? Then they come up in your house. You got a probation officer, then the sheriff comes to your house. So once you get out, the sheriff can come to her house, look around. No guns can be in the house. And then of course, if she violates probation, she had to go do the whole full term. So another year and 5 years probation. I don't know, but that's a long time on probation. So be in the house by 8. You can't go nowhere. So the next question is, everybody going to want to know when she get out, okay, who a probation officer? What's she doing? Because, that's probably public record. And if she doesn't have the interlock, she's going to have to, every time she meets with a probation officer, she's going to have to blow on the breath lines. And then usually don't give you a drug test. Usually, see, that's the other thing. So she could have been taking all her drug tests, or she could have been taking alcohol tests and drug tests while she was in rehab up here that was certified by this state. And I think that's probably why the question was, I think that was one of the questions as to where she went to get her rehab, where she could have been she got a rehab by a state certified facility. And in addition to that, I think it came out that she was taking some classes, and then she was partnering up with people with AA and things like that, and mentoring. But this is what she got. This is what they gave her. The judge wasn't too happy what he saw in the video, and then she's basically saying there was no more remorse. So we'll see how this works out. Poor Ray, he's going to have to be home, we're going partying and stuff, allegedly. But this is Bug News. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and tell us what you think. Thank you very much.